But I did get an abortion when I was 15 years old. And I'm totally shook by the world right now and that we're going backwards. I cannot believe that women are possibly losing those rights and already losing those rights in some states. It's just devastating to think that we're going back. It's devastating. I was 15 years old, went to a party with a couple of friends, was given alcohol, drugs. This guy who was 19 sweet talks me, manipulates me into going to bed with him. He shuts the door. I remember he turns off all the lights. It's pitch black. But you know that pitch black where you can still kind of see shadows, you can still see movement, but it's very, very, very dark. And we lie on the bed. And I remember thinking I was nervous, I was scared, I was apprehensive, but I was almost scared to say no. And I asked him, "Do you have a condom?" He said yes. He got up. He went to his dresser. He opened his first dresser. I heard the dresser swish open. He rustled around in there looking for the condom, shuts the dresser, comes back, pulls down his pants. It looks as though he's putting it on. I can't really tell. It's so dark. We have sex. A couple weeks later, I start feeling very nauseous. I didn't know what it was. I was throwing up in the morning. My mom told me to stay home. We thought I had the flu. A couple more weeks later, my breasts started growing. They were tender. They hurt. I thought perhaps I was getting my period. My period never came. In school, I was very troubled. I was barely passing classes. I was getting high and drunk. I was a troublemaker. I was very rebellious. And the only good positive thing that I did in school was theater. I loved it. I was good at it. And I just knew this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. This is it. So this was what I put all my passion and focus into other than weed. So ironically enough, I was doing a play called The Big Bang, I believe it was called. And I was playing a pregnant Virgin Mary. A pregnant Virgin Mary when I was 15 and actually pregnant. So I took the test and I was pregnant. I didn't tell my mother. Though my mom and I were very close, we didn't talk about sex. My specific story is, at the end of the day, irrelevant. It doesn't matter why I decided to get an abortion. It's my right. Keep your laws off my body. But this is my story, so I remember I took the test and I called him and he didn't believe me. I told him, I want to get an abortion. He said, and I didn't have money at the time. I said, we can split it. I think it was like $400 at Planned Parenthood. And so I said, will you split it with me? And he said, you're just trying to get $200 from me. The dude really thought I was pretending to be pregnant to get abortion money. Like, so I could just like spend it at Wendy's and TJ Maxx. I don't know. That's what he thought. So he said, meet me at the White Castle, which somehow makes it all worse. Meet me at the White Castle bathroom and we'll take a test together so I can see proof. Then I'll give you the money for the abortion. So I meet him at the White Castle bathroom. I remember I had to pee on the stick in front of him as he watched me. It was humiliating. It was embarrassing. It was dehumanizing. And of course, a couple minutes went by, the longest 3 minutes of my damn life. And the test read positive. He believed me and he pulled out the $200 and gave me the money. Maybe it was $300. And that was it. That was the last time I ever saw the guy. He didn't take me. He didn't check on me. So I called my friend Nicole. She took me to Planned Parenthood and we drove up at like 6 a.m. There was all these protesters out, these like hardcore Christian protesters, you know, with these big signs saying basically you're going to hell if you get this abortion. I get the procedure and they gave me painkillers. And my mom found the painkillers. She looked at me. She said, what are these? And I didn't know what to say because, again, I was scared I was going to get in trouble. And I said, oh, they're my friends. And she said, Laura, did you get breast implants? I swear to God. I said, no. She was like, your breasts look much bigger. She was convinced that with the painkillers and my breasts that had gotten bigger, that I got breast implants. And then I said, because I wasn't ready to tell her, no, my friend Jen got an abortion and I took her to get the abortion. And she was afraid her mom was going to find out. So we had them write out the painkiller prescriptions in my name. And that's why there's painkillers in my name, because my friend Jen got an abortion and didn't want her mom to find out. So we did it in my name. And my mom just looked at me and went, okay. And that was it. She didn't question it. She didn't say, Laura, I know it was you. She just said, okay. And we moved on. We never talked about it again. It was almost like, looking back, she knew it was me and she knew I just wasn't ready to talk about it. So she just said, okay. Okay. And then years later, maybe I was early 20s, she came to me and she said, hey, all those years ago, was it you? Was it you who got the abortion? And I said, yes. I was just scared to tell you. And she said, Laura, you never had to be scared to tell me. I would have taken you. I would have supported you, Laura. You never had to be scared to tell me, Laura. She was just nothing but compassionate and understanding. And I think about how my life would have been different if I didn't have those rights when I was 15 and taken advantage of and lied to. How my life would have been different. And I worry about the teenagers and women now